Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed your lunch today. Welcome to Investors Central's 2016 full year performance update and the launch of our fourth prospectus. My name is Quinn Cowan. I'm a certified practicing accountant and I've been with Investors Central for 4.5 years as the Chief Financial Officer. I'm also a fellow director and a preference share investor. As part of Investors Central's open door policy, I am available to answer any questions you may have in regards to our business operations. I'm also responsible for the company's accounting functions and reporting obligations and work closely with all key staff keeping abreast of the company's progress and performance. I'm pleased to report that as at the 30th of June 2016, our loan book was up 55.6% from 2015 to 59.3 million. Our net profit after tax was up 31% to 1.9 million. And another key factor we look at is our doubtful and bad debt expense to total revenue. This was at 11.3%. well within our budgeted range of 9 to 12%. As part of Investors Central's reporting obligations as an unlisted public company, we engage the services of an external auditor every 6 months to review our loan book, financial information, and our business processes. And now to give an in-depth review of our progress for the June 2016 financial year, I welcome our Managing Director and Chairman of Investors Central and Founder of Investors Central, Mr. Jamie McGanky.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Great pleasure to be with you this afternoon for the presentation of our annual report along with the launch of our new prospectus for 2016 and 17. Such a pleasure to see so many faces walking in and greeting you all. I've benefited from the association of all our investors and developed friendships over time. It's just a delight to be a part of this organisation. Investors, it's been another stellar 12 months for our business, with our lending arm, Finance One, passing the loan book milestone of 5,000 active clients for the current loan. In fact, we've just experienced our strongest full year results in the company's history. Investors Central is an unlisted public company and raises capital to invest through the wholly owned subsidiary of Finance One. Established in 2010, Finance One continues to provide Australians the opportunity to purchase a motor vehicle, ultimately providing freedom through transport and an improved lifestyle. Finance One specialises in secured vehicle loans and has a current loan book of over $65 million now. As demand for our product constantly increases, we have established our business on a national level through a network of over 1,000 finance brokers. The company is led by a driven team of executives who have consistently delivered increased profits and strong returns for our investors. In response to market demand this year, we propose to expand our business in 3 key ways. Firstly, Finance One intends to offer loans to commercial borrowers in addition to individuals. This allows Finance One to assist small business owners in purchasing vehicles crucial to their business operations. Small to medium trucks up to 10 tonnes and specialised heavy commercial vehicles will be financed. We are excited to expand our range of products to the commercial realm. For some time now, we have been lending and trialling this product and lending to businesses that want to purchase a commercial vehicle that's crucial to their business prosperity. It is key. The expanded commercial lending will provide us with a stronger client profile and also a more diversified loan book. Finance One has developed a dedicated commercial team with a combined experience of over 20 years in the commercial lending sector with credit unions, major financiers and banks. They will be assessing loans for these applications. Finance One is also broadening the range of motor vehicles it purchases to include now caravans and also road registrable motorcycles. Thirdly, we are also considering the establishment of a wholesale funding facility known as an SPV, or a special purpose vehicle, which would be managed by Finance One and will provide committed funding to newly originated loans, but will be operated independently of the existing loan book. What does this mean? We continue to look after our existing investor base. It is paramount to us. The SPV will be financing a totally separate pool of loans, not affecting the existing loan book. Our investors, they gain an understanding into our business model, which is quite different to most other investment companies. I would like to take the time today to highlight some of the fundamentals of how we do business and why we are so successful. We work with what we know. Finance is our specialty. Finance One and Investors Central have been in business since 2010 for over 6 years. However, we have been lending and collecting money for over 19 years now. We also stay on top of emerging trends in the market, which means that we build products that work and grow our business forward. Steady, profitable growth in our target market has continued to deliver strong returns to our investors. Backed by a diverse loan portfolio, investors are attracted to our fixed terms ranging from 1 to 5 years, with interest rates now in our new prospectus of between 8 to 14.35% per annum. An investment in Investors Central is free from any fees and charges, which sets us apart from many similar other investments. Subsequently, we have delivered 6 years of positive returns to our investors, totalling over $18 million. I'm pleased to announce several enhancements that we propose to make to our business for the year ahead. To support the expansion of our lending to commercial customers, as mentioned before, we broadened our vehicle eligibility and loan size appetite. The maximum loan amount for commercial vehicles will be capped at $75,000 respectively. Appropriate modifications to loan underwriting criteria have been made to mitigate risk. Furthermore, following the redemption of all outstanding unsecured notes in June 2016, Investors Central has taken the opportunity for our existing investors to provide future redeemable preference share investors and existing investors greater clarity regarding their ranking. This is important. Investors Central will covenant not to incur any secured debt or unsecured debt while any redeemable preference shareholder is outstanding, which means that you will rank first. As a result of this covenant, there can be no priority creditor ahead of a redeemable preference shareholder, apart from customary trade and statutory creditors. We're very proud about that. Finance One has very strict lending policies, while our assessment process is personalised. When assessing an application, we take the time to ask more questions than the average lender, so we can fully understand our client's personal financial situation and credit history. Our finance brokers supply us with an application form, proof of address and income, credit file, 3 months' worth of bank statements, and a proposed vehicle purchase. Our finance brokers are only a referrer of a lead to Finance One. We validate each step. We validate their employment, we validate their residency, and we drill down into 3 months' worth of bank statements, making sure our client is creditworthy and has capacity to repay the loan. Consequently, on average, only 1 in 5 clients are settled with a loan with Finance One. Another unique attribute about our business model is how we engage the client and managing client relationships throughout the term of the loan. Our team work closely to help our clients through the repayment process and to keep them on top of managing their obligations. We see this as an integral part of our responsibility to clients who have specifically come to us to either establish or re-establish their credit rating. Like any lender, there are times when people can experience difficulties for whatever reason. We have the processes in place for these occasions to recoup the funds like any responsible financier. It is how we work with and engage our clients that is ultimately how we keep them on track. The opportunity and success of our automotive credit products has paved the way for Investors Central to offer a high-yielding return to our investors. Finance One has developed a comprehensive national finance broking network. In fact, we've grown our broking network from just 140 in 2013 to now over 1,000 motor vehicle finance brokers across Australia promoting our range of products. They refer loans to Finance One, who follow strict lending guidelines, credit analysis process and due diligence tests to ensure that we are taking on good quality clients. Our lending policies promote responsible lending, and our personalised loan management procedures mitigate the risks associated with borrowers' defaults. It is a simple business model, one that is totally transparent to our investors. We provide finance to clients who genuinely have the capacity to repay at a slightly higher rate, and we choose the direct investor model rather than the large financial institutions. This provides us with more autonomy and to compete in a market segment where others cannot. Great news for a business like ours is the state of Australia's credit and investment markets over the previous 12 months have continued to provide us the perfect platform for growth. Ladies and gentlemen, the annual reports are on your table and I invite you to peruse them, but some of the highlights from them was our earned income was up 49% from $10.4 million to $15.5 million. Our net profit before tax was up also 31% from $2.1 million to $2.75 million. And our total equity has grown 49% to $5.84 million. 100% of our profits since inception have been reinvested back into the loan book to build equity and a stronger company, and we've also mandated that in the next prospectus also. Our loan book value increased from $38 million to $59 million, which is an increase of 55%. And we have paid over $7 million in interest repayments to our investors last financial year, compared with $4.6 million the previous financial year. Our cash holdings have remained steady at $8.5 million. We ensure we have adequate cash on hand to fund our operations. And the gap continues to grow between the size of the loan book and our funds borrowed from investors through the reinvestment of profits on a monthly basis. Like any lender, risk management is a vital part of our business, and Ian touched on that before. We manage this very carefully. As Finance One's loan book matures and remains competitive in this industry sector, moving forward, we will be budgeting on a medium write-off levels of between 11 and 14% of revenue for our combined write-off and provision for doubtful debts. With the changes in the recent economy, we did expect an increase this year, and we budgeted on levels of between 9 and 12%. Our combined total for provision for write-off and doubtful debts was 11.3%. However, I'm pleased to announce that our write-off for bad debts on their own was 6.3%, or just 1.7% of the total loan book. A fantastic result for our team. Managing risk has always been a priority for Finance One, and our loan account managers continue to stay in regular contact with our clients. We've increased our provision this year to now over $1.9 million. This is a prudent measure of our cautious view of growing the loan book. This next slide looks at our write-off tolerance level. This helps demonstrate the strengths of our business model. The following graph shows our loan book principal and interest owed to Finance One over the next 5 years, which was $85.13 million. We owed after cash holdings are returned to our investors as at the 30th of June 2016, just over $49 million. That is a difference of nearly $36 million from what we're owed by our clients to what we owe our investors. If we take off our historical provision for doubtful debts, which is 2.3%, it still leaves us with a balance of $83 million. If we're to stress test this business model and take a 7% write-off, we're still left with more than $79 million. Or if we extrapolate that write-off to 25%, we're still owed more than $63 million. This write-off tolerance equation helps demonstrate the strengths of our business model. We continue to build a substantial margin of safety. Investors Central has taken a measured approach to growth and raised capital progressively to meet the demand from our broker network and Finance One. We are proud to provide complete transparency, demonstrating to investors exactly how money is used to generate these strong returns. Finance One currently lends on average approximately $4 million per month. We have moved location and expanded our team and have the capacity to lend more than $5 million per month. It's this gap that represents the opportunity for existing investors to expand their existing investment with us or new investors to enjoy the returns that we offer. The marketplace demand for our product is strong, and our historical performance in this industry sector is robust. Quinn touched on it before. Our company understands the responsibility we have to our investors. At Investors Central, we take a bricks and mortar approach in providing the opportunity for our investors to fully understand the business they are investing in. We have a transparent open book policy to provide the investors with the tools to track and monitor their investment. Unlike other investments in the investment fund market, we have a strict no fees and charges policy, which means you're actually earning a greater return on your money. Our investor initiatives also include our detailed performance report, which is released on a quarterly basis, giving you an insight exactly how the loan book is performing and detailed financials. We also then have full and half-year independent audited reports with easy access to our board of directors and management team. This is key to provide the investors with the advantage of fully understanding the business that they are investing in. This approach sees a majority of new investors coming from referrals, with over 90% of our current investors rolling over into additional terms. We are fortunate to have the staff who value the role they play in improving the financial well-being of Australians, and through this strong commitment, they have built Investors Central and Finance One into the enterprising companies they are today. Thank you all for joining me here today. It gives me great pleasure to be with you. I wish to thank our Finance One team for their dedication and resolve in growing our business on a national market. I am proud to be associated with so many unique individuals. It's inspiring to come to work each day. I feel honoured. Thank you. It's rare to find that. Thank you to our investors. We appreciate your investment and commitment with us. Referrals are an important part of our business, and I welcome you to refer anyone whom you feel may be interested in an investment with our company. So thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. That's too easy. Special thanks to Lynn. Lynn looks after me very well, and she also looks after all our investor relations, and she's a wonderful human being, and I would very much like to thank you. And and if you haven't met Quinn, go up and introduce yourself to him, because he's got an in-depth view. That's all he does all day, every day, is look at the loan book and numbers, and he's all over it. It's wonderful. And one more special shout out to my father, who had his birthday yesterday. A remarkable individual who outlifts me at the gym still, and well, it's good, because then later on I'll good genes. Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you.